Hello guys, and today I'm going to tell you about a bizarre British sporting event that takes place annually, okay, called the Man versus Horse race. Now, over the years, Britain has created some strange sports like making sure the ice rink is really clean, better known as curling, and the cheese rolling race, where some cheese is rolled down a hill while other people try to run and catch it. But this year, as you can probably tell by the title itself, there was a horse. Sorry, it's the same horse versus man, but it's officially called the Man versus Horse race. And it's actually called the Man versus Horse Marathon. I apologise, okay? Now, apparently this event started in Wales, which is part of Britain, in 1980. And the legend has it that in a pub, which is basically, for those people learning English, a social gathering that people go to in Britain. It's basically a building where people go inside and drink lots of alcohol and sometimes eat meals as well and talk, and sometimes tradition also try to find a girlfriend or a boyfriend, etc. Right? And usually where most of the poorer people went, okay? Anyway, every year they've had this Man versus Horse marathon, and this year a person has won, i.e. a man. Now apparently women can take part in this Man versus Horse marathon, but when it originally started I think they were a bit more sexist and they didn't think women would be good enough, so they just called it Man versus Horse. And you know, over the years women have been allowed to take part in it, okay? Anyway, what happens is a lot of people take part in this and run over approximately 20 miles. And normally, so that there isn't a stampede or any other problems initially, I believe that the people are given a 15-minute head start, so they start running. And then after that, the horses start. And then once it's all finished, they basically, I think it's the way around. Yeah, I think the horses start first, and then the people run afterwards, 15 minutes later, and then 15 minutes is taken off the time of the horse to compensate for it all, right? Possibly just so that, you know, people aren't in the way of the horses, or the horses don't try to run over the people. I don't know. But anyway, it's very rare that apparently a person can beat a horse. And apparently this year it's happened, and it's only the third time in the British version of this race that's ever happened. Apparently other countries like this idea so much that they've also copied it, apparently. But apparently the annual one in Wales is the first one ever. So I'm going to basically read you the BBC article, even though you get the idea anyway, because I've already summarised it all, okay? Right, Man versus Horse. I can't pronounce the name. Powys, I'm not Welsh. Race won by runner Ricky Lightfoot. The winner of the gruelling Man versus Horse race has revealed he had been awake for 29 hours before the event after flying from Tenerife to claim victory. How is that possible? How can he win after being awake for 29 hours? Is he amazing? Anyway, trail runner Ricky Lightfoot became only the third person to win the race since it started in 1980. He told the BBC he had woken at 6 o'clock British summertime on Friday before catching a flight to Manchester at midnight. Travelling at 4 a.m, he travelled to Wales, arriving at Llanwitrid, I can't pronounce it, Wells, Powys, I can't pronounce it, at 9 a.m. for the race started till 11 a.m. Crossing the line, the 6'4" brackets 1.93 meters brackets athlete had no idea whether he had won, as the people and animals take slightly different routes. Well, that's not fair, is it? Okay. After asking around, he discovered he had come out on top against 1,000 runners and 50 horses, with a time of 2 hours, 22 minutes and 23 seconds. He took home £3,500 after beating the first horse by more than 2 minutes on the 22.5 mile open brackets 36 kilometre close brackets course in Llanwitrid, Wells, Powys. As I said, I can't pronounce the place. The 37-year-old Cumbrian said winning was pretty good like. Cultural intervention here. Sometimes people say the word like after things for no reason. It's a working class cultural thing. Like, it's good like. Sure like. It makes no grammatical sense, but there you go. That's for those learning English, okay? It's great to win the event and beat the horse, he said. I called my partner and said, I beat the horse, and she said, you're joking. And I said, no, I did. She was like, oh my God. The firefighter said he had been quietly confident. I thought I could give the horse a good race, he explained. After winning, the father of two then made his way home to Maryport in Cumbria, as he had to be back in work at 7:30 a.m. on Sunday. By the way, I think normally people would say back at work, but for those learning English. Race director Mike Thomas said Mr. Lightfoot, a member of Cumbria Running Club, Ellenborough AC, beat the horses quite comfortably on Saturday. The last time a human beat a horse in the race was in 2007, and the first time was in 2004. The race, which returned after 2 years due to the pandemic, began on tarmac, but took it in forest tracks and open moorland. Tuck in seems weird in that context for those learning English, but never mind. The jackpot prize for a runner who beats the first horse and rider starts at £500 and increases by £500 each year the event takes place until it is won. So there you go, guys. This year a man was faster than some horses, okay? Also, there's a Wikipedia entry on it as well. I'll just provide the summary of the introduction. Man versus Horse Marathon. The Man versus Horse Marathon is an annual race over 22 miles, open brackets 35 kilometres, close brackets, where runners compete against riders on horseback through a mix of road, trail and mountainous terrain. The race, which is a shorter distance than an official marathon road race, takes place in the Welsh town of Llanwitrid, Wales, every June. There are other man versus horse races in Scotland based at Dorries near Loch Ness, in central North Island, New Zealand, and Prescott, Arizona. However, I'm just going to tell you, having done some research on this according to what is stated on the internet, the Welsh one is the first in the world, apparently, the first official one in the world that anybody knows about, okay? So, there you go, guys. A man is faster than some horses. Let me check some in a minute. So it's a late start. Yeah, I'm not sure if I got this right. I can't remember which goes first, the horses or the people. Okay, I'm not sure, but anyway. So there you go. I'll have to look into it, but anyway, there you go. I'm not sure which starts first, the people or the horses, but never mind. It doesn't matter. So there you go. But as I said, they take the time off to compensate for it, apparently. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.